Hello and welcome back to our second example on Butterworth filter. So we've looked at an example earlier. So if you missed that, kindly check the playlist on network synthesis of filters and then you'll find the video there. All right. So the example still says design a low pass fourth order active Butterworth filter when cutoff frequency is 1 kilohertz. So take note of some of these values. We are giving our cutoff frequency to be 1 kilohertz. So basically the question is as short as that. So let's move to the solution. A fourth Butterworth solution having 2 second order filter. Um, Such type is in cascade. We unite. Okay, we write for the necessary polynomial in factorial form. All right. So let me take you back to that. Okay, so this is it right here. Remember this table. That's if you watch the previous parts of this video on Butterworth. So this is what we are going to be making use of, because you can see this represents the number of order and this is for the fourth order. This is in the factor form and this is the polynomial form. All right, so we are going to be using this form, making use of this form, which is the factor form. So let's go back to the question. Okay, so this is the value right here. So you are going to pick them in 2 second order. All right, so this is going to be for the first two and this is going to be for the second two. All right, so we'll solve them independently. So remember how we did the previous example. All right, so for this first one, the value for our 2k is 0.765, which is this right here, and then for the second one we represent it with 2k2 is 1.848. all right, so for the first stage, so this is the formula we are going to be implementing. So this right here, that our a naught is equals to 1 plus r2 over r1, so which is also equals to 3 minus 2k1. all right, so we are going to apply it into this stage. So for this is the first stage. That's why we're having a naught 1 and 2k1. all right, so we can also rewrite this into this when we make r2 over r1 the subject formula. So that means we're going to be having 3 minus 2k1. We already know the value of our 2k1 is this right here, which is 0.765, and then if this should come to the other side, that's why we're having minus 1. So just to save time and space, and that will give us 1.235. all right, so this 1.235, also we have to write it in such a way that we can use it to get our r2 over r1. all right, so if we have 1 point, let me do that here, 1.235, and then our r1 is, in most cases, or let me say in all cases, in most cases our r1 is equals to 10 kilo ohms. So for us to get our r2 over r1 to be equals to 1.235, so that means remember our r1 is already 10 kilo ohms. So so that means our r2 definitely needs to be 12.35. okay, so because if we put it over 10 kilo ohms here, we are still going to get back our 1.25. So that is how this value for r1 and r2 were being gotten. So that was the first stage. So for the second stage, it's still going to repeat the same process. Our a naught 2 is equals to 1 plus r2 over r1. So if you do 3 minus 2k2, our second value for 2k is so this is it right here, 1.848. all right, so this is it here, 1.648, and then we are going to be getting 1.152. all right, so for us to get our r1 and our r2 over r1 value, we have to subtract 1 from this. okay, so that's why we are having 0.152. so now our r1 is, with r1 equals to 10 kilos, so our r2 needs to be 1.52 kilo ohms. all right, so now we have to calculate the cutoff. Okay, so the cutoff frequency is given from the question to be 1 kilohertz. So what we want to just try to calculate now is the value for C. all right, so So you can see right here the cutoff frequency being 1 kilohertz from f is equals to 1 over 2 pi RC. So if you make, that's our cutoff frequency here. If you make our C the subject formula so that we can get the value of our capacitance. Alright, so you can see we have 2 pi over cutoff frequency times R. So you can see we're taking our value of our resistance to be 1 kilohertz right here. So therefore the fourth order Butterworth filter is, so this is what it will look like. You can see it is cascaded. Alright, so this is for the first stage right here, this right here, while this right here is for the second stage. Alright, so that's the solution to the example. Alright, so let me just add this before we round off everything with Butterworth. So this is another example here for a Butterworth polynomial for n equals to 3. Show that this b3 of s and then b3 of minus a is equals to 1 plus w raised to power 6 for x is equals to jw. Alright, so for you to solve this, let's see, the solution here is not complete, but let me just walk you through this. So basically what you are supposed to do is, for n equals to 3, the Butterworth polynomial is given to be this value. Alright, so that's, if you go back to the Butterworth polynomial table, so in the factor form, so this is the value. So what you are going to do is, remember we are told that what we basically want to show is for b of 3 of s and then b of 3 of minus x is equals to 1 plus w raised to power 6 for x is equals to j omega. Alright, so what we are going to do is, for this now, we are also going to replace every value of x of s to be j omega right here, and that's what you are seeing happening here. So where we have right here, this right here is s plus 1, so we have it as j omega plus 1. Here we have x squared plus x plus 1, that's why we have minus j omega plus j omega. Here we have minus omega squared plus j omega plus 1. So x squared, which is so x squared, so you are going to replace that with j omega squared, and that will give you minus omega squared. Alright, so that's what is happening there. You're also going to do the same thing for when s is equals to minus omega. Alright, and that's what you're going to get here. Okay, so the solution right here is not complete, but let me tell you what the next step you're going to do. So now we've gotten the value for, hold on just a minute. Okay, so now we've gotten the value for our b3 minus j omega, which is this value right here, and then we've also gotten for the positive j omega, which is our value right here. Alright, so what we are going to do is just to multiply them. So we are going to multiply these two values, multiply by b j omega. Okay, so no, just j omega then the 3. Alright, so if you do that correctly, you are going to be getting that value, that's 1 plus omega raised to power 6. Alright, so just go ahead and solve it and let me know in the comment section if you are able to get 1 plus w raised to power 6 with all the explanation I've given with this example 3. So with that, guys, I hope this example you find them very helpful. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up and let me have your thoughts in the comment section, and let me know if you arrived at this answer in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching, and then I'll see you all in the next part of this video. Thank you.